As Guyana celebrates her 51st anniversary, the Guyana National Shipping Corporation is also celebrating a milestone this year. Its 41st year in providing maritime transportation services to all the sectors in the economy in Guyana. Hi there to you and welcome to this anniversary special with the good wishes of the Guyana National Shipping Corporation. My name is Michelle Abraham Ali. We're so thankful that you've joined us today and on this special program, and to help us to reflect on their past year and what we can look forward to for their 42nd year. Please help us to welcome managers in the Guyana National Corporation, Senior Manager in Administration, Ms. Mohini Samaru, and she's accompanied by 4 of her other colleague managers, Mr. Rene Chester, Marketing Manager, Mr. Giddle Tomside, Shipping Manager, Mr. Ashford Glenn, Terminal Manager, and Insurance Manager, Mr. Raj Parmanand. Gentlemen and lady, welcome to our program. Congratulations on your 41st anniversary. As you go, of course, anniversaries, it's a good time to reflect on your developments, your opportunities. There might have been some missed chances. All of that and a whole lot more we'll talk about in the next 25 or so minutes on this anniversary edition. Ms. Amru, let's get started with you. Briefly remind us your tenure with the GNSC. How long have you been with the company?
I have been with the company for approximately 8 into 10 years. Yes.
10 years, okay.
And it has been quite an experience, one that I will not trade. But Michelle, thank you very much for the opportunity once again to share with our customers a little bit of our history as we celebrate this for the first year of being in service, and share with them too, as you rightly said, a little bit of what our plans are for going into, as we step into our 42nd year of being GNSC. As we celebrate our first year, we would have planned a week of activities, and that started off with a prayer session that we had on Monday. Basically, we recognize that we have to thank God for wherever He would have brought us. We would have also had a tree planting exercise, signifying our hope for the future as we step into our 42nd year. We also had a donation made to the Archers Home, contribution solely by staff members, show of gratitude for, again, our achievements and where we are as a company. We have currently a tour, students of our adopted school, the Brook Dam Secondary, toured our corporation, and our commitment basically to education. We would have adopted that school many years ago, and we continue to make contributions, and they would have stored some students. We also would have engaged in a cake cutting exercise, basically sharing in celebration of our 41st year, and nothing is complete without some fun. We also had some sporting activities during that anniversary, our anniversary week, which we would have celebrated from the 22nd of May to today, the 26th of May. So basically that's our activities for the week. As we all know, GNSC has been around from that nationalization in 1976 for 41 years, but prior to that, we would have been 177 years prior under the management of the Bookers Group. Our experience is very wide and varied given the years that we have been in operation, and basically we continue to grow and continue to plan, and it is our expectation that our future will show this experience will be coming out, and we will be surpassing our achievements based on our plans that we have in the future. I will allow my colleagues to tell you a little bit more as to what our current plans are, sure. And before we end, I'll tell you a little bit more about future plans.
Thank you for those opening remarks. You're watching the anniversary special for the Guyana National Shipping Corporation as they celebrate 41 years. That's quite a milestone, and one of their newer team members is that of their marketing manager, Rene Chester. Hi, Rene. Welcome on board. Congrats to you and your team. It sounds like you had a fun week of activities, tree planting, cake cutting, sporting, and of course that charitable outreach put on by the company to the geriatric home, the Archer's home. That's quite commendable. Of course, in a nutshell, though, Rennie, relatively new to the team, how does it feel to be on board such a company with a legacy in Guyana on a milestone on its 41st year? How are things going?
It's absolutely great, Michelle, to be a part of such a dynamic team. With all these activities that we have happening right now for our 41st, I would have hoped that when I joined the team, they had those things welcoming me as well. But nonetheless,
when you mark your 41st year in the business,
but it's really it has been for me a game changer, and there's so many dynamic services of this corporation that we feel that many persons may not know of. And so we want to touch on that first of all, that GNSC is a one-stop shop for all of your shipping needs. For persons out there who are looking for that company to trust, it would be GNSC. We provide services, many services, and let's start with our shipping. With our shipping service, we are agents for Hapag-Lloyd, and this is one of the leading global shipping line. And they provide fast, secure, timely delivery of transportation of containerized goods. For our terminal operation, we provide many services under this department, which would be stevedoring. We provide wharfinger service. We provide warehouse. We provide equipment rental. And we also provide inland transportation. For persons who have their containers coming in, and even if it doesn't come into our wharf, we provide that transportation. You can call us at any time and we're going to pick it up. We have trained staff and excellent drivers to meet your deadline, and we want persons to know that these are our standards and we stand by it. We also provide insurance services as well for persons who would have experienced unfortunate situations where their cargoes would have been damaged or so. We provide cargo and ship surveys. We provide claim investigation, and we also provide claims adjustment as well under our insurance. I don't want to get into too much of that because my colleague, of course, he's going to talk a little bit more on that. But also, we are always looking to build alliance with other business owners, and so we have warehouse and office rental space as well for persons out there who would like to have a strategic location to house their business, their operation of the business. They can make contact with us because we have the modern warehouse and office space at affordable price, I must add in there as well. So for persons out there who would like to have that spot, particularly to traffic their customers to, they can make contact with us for that as well. And also, I want to touch on our coastal shipping as well, because we provide that service as well for coastal shipping, like a custom brokerage as well, and husbandry services. As I summed it up, we are that one-stop shop, provide that service for everyone. When they come, they're actually taken care of by us with everything. We have trained staff that are about customer efficiency and about customer care. We're very strong on being a customer-centric corporation. And so when you come with us, as our mantra say, we carry your cargo, but it's more than the cargo. It's about carrying your business to ensure that it's success in every way. And one of the things that I want to touch on is that because we have been so strategic, and as Mahini would have hinted, that we've been around for a very long time. And I think that 100 plus years is a testimony of our resilience, of staying relevant in this time. And so we have recently introduced our new Guyana Caribbean service. So persons that would want to traffic business from to and from the Caribbean, we're providing that service again with our principal Hapag-Lloyd. If persons would like to traffic their business from the Caribbean, the hub that your containerized cargo is coming from would be Casido, and from Casido to Guyana, first we touch Port of Spain, and that is usually 1 day. Barbados, you have 11 days, and also Suriname, it's 13 days, and that's when you're actually coming in. From Guyana to the Caribbean, again, to Cocida, you have 7 days. To Trinidad, it's only 4 days. To Barbados, 3 days, and to Suriname, it's only 1 day. So for all importers, exporters that would like to do business, or you have existing business partners in those areas, we would like you to make contact with us, because we have one of the shortest transit time, and again, we have a dedicated team of people that will work along to get your cargo safely where it has to go.
Yes, the turnaround time seems quite significant.
Definitely.
Based on the days and the destinations that you just mentioned. Mm-hmm. All right, if you're now joining the conversation, welcome on board, everybody. This is a special edition put on by the Guyana National Shipping Corporation as they celebrate their big 41st anniversary on this very special day, coinciding with our independence anniversary. The 51st anniversary of our independence. So I'm sure the team at GNSC also enjoying the day, the national holiday, like the rest of the country, using the day to quietly reflect and to celebrate their accomplishments. We're hearing it's quite varied. And the next two gentlemen that we will chat with right now are the shipping and the terminal managers, respectively, Mr. Giddel Tomside and Ashford Glenn. And gentlemen, starting off with you, Mr. Tomside, of course, this is another key area. Renee touched on some of the services that this department offers, but certainly this is also one of the departments that have been ISO certified for several years now. Well, again, speaking to the testimony that Renee referred to about international recognition and the legacy that you have been able to provide, not just to Guyana or the Caribbean, but an international scale. Let's get talking about the shipping services, the additional shipping services.
Well, good evening, viewers. Thanks for having us in your room, and a special good evening to our customers. The shipping department, it's made up of two sections actually. We have international and we have coastal that does shipping locally. We also are agents for a number of liners. We act as agents for both local owners and international shipping lines. And we have express freight coming out of Miami that brings FCL and LCL cargo. So any of you out there who want to ship with us, you have any small consignment coming out of USA, you can use the express freight line and get your cargo safely to Guyana. We have Mitsui, that's the line that brings the cars to Guyana. As a matter of fact, they even bring large vehicles too. So if you have any vehicle coming out of Japan, you can contact us. We get you onto Mitsui line and bring your vehicle safely to Guyana. That's for the international cargo. For the coastal, we have on contract a number of local ship owners that move the cargo within Guyana. Really, most of the work is being done right now for Gaisuku, bringing sugar from the Borbis estates to Georgetown. But we also are looking at getting into other areas like rice, and if any local shipper have any cargo they want to bring from Essequibo or Borbis, they can contact us and we will get that cargo to Georgetown, where most of the time it's used to ship on the larger vessels and go internationally. So we are always looking at areas to improve generally in the shipping department. And as you mentioned, we are ISO certified, and being ISO certified, a lot of emphasis is placed on customer satisfaction. And that is one of the areas that we keep working in to satisfy our customers, retain their services, and generally make them happy.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you have been maintaining happiness of customers because you're into your 41st year, no doubt. Still watching GNSC's anniversary special here on NCN. If you're now picking up the conversation, we're chatting with their senior managers, Ms. Samaru from administration. We've got their marketing shipping terminal insurance managers. We're going to be hearing from them in just a moment. They've started off with a fantastic week of activities, celebrating as a company, and of course involving those that they're associated with, the Bagdam Secondary School, outreach to the Archers Home, planting of the tree. That was quite interesting. Maybe I can talk now to Mr. Glenn. Ashford Glenn, did you plant the tree, or who planted the tree?
No, we all observe the tree planting. I think that exercise was done by the managing director, Mr. Ashford.
Yes. Of course, we missed him. He was here with us last year. But of course, he has sent out his very young, vibrant, and dynamic team to represent the GNSC in its 41st year. They say life begins at 40, so now you're 40 plus 1, right? Going into your 42nd. Let's talk about the terminal operations now, Mr. Glenn. Last year, you were quite enthusiastic because certain things were in the pipeline and all of that. So I hope now you're going to tell us that all of those things are in place now.
Yeah, Michelle. Good evening, viewers. For the terminal, the upgrades, we managed to complete the upgrades that we had in the pipeline in the last anniversary, the 40th. Now we have the only terminal in the country that is fully asphalt and concrete. So the entire terminal is very smooth. It's very smooth. So you have good terrain for your vehicles. Also, we did upgrades on our piling for the La Penitence terminal. We put in new cluster piles, and we repaired and reinforced the remainders. So they are good on the terminal presently. Also, in the operation field, we're still doing good. We maintain our discharge production. We're still high on that. So we handle a lot of big vessels because what you find out, some of the terminals, other terminals that have vessels that they cannot accommodate, so they send it to us because of our efficiency now in discharging. We get it done on time, so we keep rolling the vessels on and on. So that's going good for us. Also, we added new equipment in our fleet, which helps to boost our efficiency presently. We added a new Kalmar Stockadeer. We also brought in a 9-ton Doosan lift truck. We brought in a container hauler truck. So we're investing heavily so we can be efficient to our customers. So we're still on that.
You're an engineering paradise when you drive through or in your vicinity and you look in, you're wondering where you have all this sophisticated machinery and equipment from.
Very nice. The fleet is getting bigger, and it's a continual progress. We have that continuous plans to just improve our equipment fleet because we will need that to do our business.
That's right. But getting back to those upgrades that you referred to having done successfully over the last 12 months or so, how are we in terms of health and safety, ensuring that the environment is conducive to employees, customers alike?
I would want to say, if I may, Michelle, assist Mr. Glenn here, I would want to say that we do have a health and safety policy. The corporation has signed on to a health and safety policy. We are actively involved in the Ministry of Social Protection when it comes to health and safety. As a matter of fact, just last month we would have celebrated Occupational Safety and Health Month, and during that month we had several activities. We do have visits from the Ministry from time and again to ensure our compliance with our health and safety policy that we would have signed on to, which is with the Ministry, and it is being adhered. They do check on us. So when it comes to health and safety, we are high on that. And our terminal is also ISPS certified. So when it comes to the security also, that is very much being adhered to. We have recently, as a matter of fact, in March, been recertified in terms of the ISPS compliance, that is the security aspect. So health and safety and security are big on our agenda, and we have been complying with the policies that we have in place. So definitely, it's a plus for the cargo handling department. As Rennie mentioned, our mantra, we carry your cargo. And
I'm consistently hearing the thread throughout your inputs in our conversation today, the emphasis on thinking outside the box, reinventing yourselves, emphasis on training of your staff to deliver efficient service. All the qualities, I suppose. But like all things, Renee, and before we go to the insurance manager, there is some ambiguity sometimes with yourselves and other companies, and establishing yourselves as who you are because of all the work that you put in. I would want to imagine you would want to be identified for who you are and what you represent.
Definitely. We just want to address that acronym, GNSCL, and what it stands for, Guyana National Shipping Corporations Limited. And we are actually located at 5 to 9 Lombard Street, Le Penitence, Georgetown. That means if you're coming from the East Bank, as you turn into Lombard Street, you're going to see our establishment right there. And so we want persons to know when they hear the name GNSC or GNSCL, it stands for Guyana National Shipping Corporation Limited, and where we are exactly located, because there's that mix up sometimes, and we want to be able to clear that here, because we don't want you to be traveling around looking for us. We're on Lombard Street at 5 to 9, as I said, Lombard Street, Le Penitence, Georgetown. And once you come around that turn, coming from the East Bank, you're going to see us right there. And even if you missed us, I'm going to be there flagging you down. But we want persons to know exactly where we are, and that in its sense as well will provide a seamless customer service as well. We don't want you to be fatigued going around looking for us.
But in addition to your physical location, I suppose you are definitely utilizing the social media and the online presence to really make yourself stand out and the company stand out.
I can say that that our corporation is particularly even more excited about this, and so we know that in this technological era, you need to have a brand presence out there. And so we want persons to know that we're on Facebook, because that's another means of contacting us as well. We're on Facebook. You just have to type in Guyana National Shipping Corporation, or we have coined one of our hashtags, hashtag GNSC. If you go online and you Facebook and you hashtag GNSC, you're going to see some posts from us, which will be able to take you to our homepage. Guyana National Shipping Corporation. So even if you don't want to type out the whole Guyana National Shipping Corporation, you type hashtag GNSC, you're going to see a number of posts that we would have uploaded on our Facebook page, and it will take you there. We are also on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram at GNSCL. Once you type in that at GNSCL, you're going to see us there on Instagram. We're on LinkedIn, because we really believe in attracting the right talents as well to our corporation. And that's all in keeping with our strategic intent as a corporation, to be able to provide the best set of people to get the job done. So for persons who are also looking for a job, they can go on to our LinkedIn page, again, Guyana National Shipping Corporation Limited, and they can be able to look for us there and follow us. And even business, we also push in a lot of our business services, and whatever new service we have, you can be among the few to be updated very quickly about what changes we're making there. And also we are on YouTube as well. So when you go on YouTube, you will see different videos about the corporation. You get to know us a little bit more. So, and then additionally, Michelle, we just don't want you to follow us. We're going to reward you for following us as well. So we have a number of promotions that we have running on our social media sites as well. And recently we concluded our Mother's Day promotion, where 2 mothers would have been selected to one of them would have won the first prize, a $10,000 food voucher, and the second one won a hair and nail makeover. So as our mantra said again, it's not about only caring our cargo, it's about caring about Guyana and caring about its citizens as well, and providing you with a little bit of tangible appreciation for following us. So persons again can follow us to know about all of our services on all of these social media, and also be a part of our promotion. I just want to also put in there, hinting on my colleague, that we also provide the reefer service as well. So for persons who are exporting perishable goods, or even importing perishable goods, we have trained staff that will be able to assist with that, and we have that reefer container that we carefully pack and monitor at the same time. We have someone always on watch to ensure that your cargo is safe at all times.
You certainly honoring your mission statement of caring
Definitely.
your customers' cargo. Still watching the Guyana National Shipping Corporation's anniversary special, and we are chatting with their managers of on this edition. Of course, GNSC is a much larger company. They couldn't bring out everybody today, but they sent out a very good representation of who they are, what they have done for the last 12 months, and certainly what we can look forward to in the years to come. Still to hear from at this point, we've got to talk now to Rajesh Parmanan, their insurance manager. And Rajesh, GNSC seems to be riding on a high based on the inputs from your colleague managers. Why would we require insurance services from the GNSC?
Well, Michelle, good afternoon to everyone that's looking at the program. Insurance is important. Your investment is important. So if you're bringing any containers into Guyana, or if you're exporting your cargo, it's important that you have insurance. So in the event that something goes wrong with your cargo, you will be entitled to a compensation from the insurance company. In the insurance department, we provide marine cargo insurance services, where if your cargo gets damaged, you contact us and we have a survey done, and the report is completed and sent to the international underwriter, and you'll be reimbursed for your damages. We also do ship surveying. If there's any damage to your ship, we can also appoint a specialist surveyor to have the damages assessed and quantified so that you'll be reimbursed for whatever damages would have been done to your ship or cargo.
Okay. And if persons want more information, I was going to ask for the last year, for your 40th year, is there like an average on how many customers would have required this service from the GNSC, just on an average?
On average, I would say 75% or 75 cases for cargo surveys and approximately 25 for ship surveys.
Mm-hmm. And they were all successful in their
Yes, all the
bids
cases were closed off.
Okay. Thank you, Raj, for bringing in that dimension to the GNSC. We've got about 5 minutes remaining on the program with five very important people. What I wanted to hear from you very briefly, Mohini, is the team. The GNSC at age 41 going into 42 is led by Mr.
Andrew Astwood.
Mr. Andrew Astwood, and of course a team of other key people.
Management team, correct.
Yes, all right. And generally, though, this has been the functioning team for the last year. Any other additions? Or?
Well, outside of Mr. Rene Chester, we would have been also recently recruited an internal auditor. Other than that, we would have maintained the same team that we would have had went into our 40th year with. Mm-hmm. Rene did mention earlier that we are looking at human resource capital, human resources capabilities, really. And GNSC would have started we have a 5-year strategic plan which started in 2016, and it is continuing as we speak. And basically, the objectives of that plan is several things, some of which were touched on by my colleagues. Developing our current asset base, whether it be in terms of rehabilitation or acquisition of new equipment or construction in warehousing. That's one of the objectives. We are also focusing very heavily on improving our human resource capital, hence the employment of Ms. Chester as marketing manager. We, to ensure that basically we have the right people to care for our customers, mm-hmm. and to offer that customer service that we want to our customers. We are also looking at expanding our range of services. As Mr. Chester mentioned, we have the Caribbean Feeder service. We also have online shopping, which is going to be launched very, very soon. And we're also looking at improving our customer service our customers. Basically is most important to us, and to improve that service, we're looking also at improving our information technology and improving the level of service we are handing out to our customers by using information technology at its maximum.
Well, I think I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that's where we will wrap up our conversation today. Mentioning, of course, that the GNSC, they're guided by that strategic plan, which is perhaps why they can continue to ride on their successes that they have built over the last year, now as they go into their 42nd year. Thank you very much for joining us today for this anniversary special, ladies and gentlemen. Best of luck to the GNSC as you move now into your 42nd year. May you continue to forge ahead, being, the leader in the shipping industry. We congratulate you on your anniversary, and we continue to wish you all well. Thank you very much for watching this program. It was the Guyana National Shipping Corporation's 41st anniversary special.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Michelle.
Thank you.